How about this? AC's book trailer. We're working on
let's
another
go
one,
with
but
that.
you had your book trailer come up that you've released here recently.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about that, man. It didn't have the best reception by at least one person that we've talked about here, but
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was dope, man. I think it was a little bit long. Trailers should be kind of short, but I really liked it, man. And I'm looking forward to buying your book. And I obviously I obviously already know the story, and to see it visualized by such a talented artist as Luke Stone, it's really exciting, man.
I'm really excited to do it too. We've been filling the store out with all kinds of stuff. Like I've been playing with cards my whole life, and was even like a blackjack dealer. So we are gonna not only offer like trading cards, but like tarot cards. That's like a nod to my wife, who really loves tarot. And so you got like 2 different functions. Maybe try to foil out the character cards and stuff if possible. But
that would be cool.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah,
oh, go on.
If somebody could wrench me, I could link the video, or not the video, the Fun My Comic in there.
Oh yeah, for those listening, it's funmycomic.com/ASOS.
I can bring it up here in a minute. Also, real quick. Wait, I have to address this real quick.
Or you could give us a wrench, damn it.
BS Warren. Yeah, Kahuna's fed us misinformation. You know what? That really sounds kind of like the rest of these guys in the last poll. You know, losers.
That just makes you a beta cuck.
Paul.
Moving it. All right, back to anyway. FMC. You can find AC's comic there.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Very vibrant color. Like all of my rambling on about symbolism in the script really paid off.
Yeah, I'm curious to go through and try to find any little hidden things, because I know they're going to be everywhere and I'm going to miss all of them. And then I'll have to call you and be like, dude, break it down. And be like, okay, in this page, see how that dude's scarf is green and then it goes to yellow? That's because it's
the green eyes, you know, like, and I describe it that way because it like symbolizes this, bro, you know, and I
exactly
will never shut up. Yeah,
it means like a companion piece that has all the symbolism listed in it, like an add-on thing.
That's the oversized color pop edition. I'm gonna
yeah,
go
that's the one I got
through. Yeah, I'm gonna go through and personally color that and basically highlight all the notable things. I'll just say
sweet
notable things.
Yeah, you're gonna like starting trends.
Highlight.
Also, Maji DP is challenging your power. You should ban him for 30 seconds. It's the only appropriate thing to do. No, we don't have enough people. Don't get rid of him. No. But yeah, no, AC, you've had Luke working on this for a long time. Obviously, your book Mortal Descent has been out for a while, and you're adapting the 3rd story of Mortal Descent.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, we have the OG editions there, Justin.
Yes.
We're special.
Yep. That's a mark of authenticity right there. Yes.
Authenticity.
I think I have yet to get you a signed one, right, Kahuna? But if you back this I
am. You know what? I tried to do it before you officially launched. I'm like, why is it not working?
Yeah. And then there was a couple days of like me editing and tweaking and like updating the website. And every time you go into edit mode at all, just simply going into it, you need to submit it for approval again, even if you don't change anything.
Yep.
Which people got to sleep. So
big old pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Pretty difficult, huh?
This is for
not really.
No, I mean, I always think that doing this stuff like post like creation art process. I'm like, this part sucks.
Well, yeah. No, because you have to set up all your IBNs and all the back, like, and then formatting for like ebooks and audiobooks if you're doing that as well. It's a big old freaking collection of things to do.
Damn it, Caroline. I don't like 6 times. I'm like, hey, did you send it to them? Yeah, I did. Did you send it to them? Yeah, I did. I'm like, it's been like 2 weeks.
Oh, thank God! I'm over here like, did it get left? Yeah, did it get left in the rain? I was like, is it getting rained on right now? Like, did somebody steal it? What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's
an empty mailbox with bad faces and stuff. That's funny.
God damn it.
BS says I edited my campaign on FMC multiple times, and they're pretty quick about approving it.
Yeah. Well, a good thing too. Luke Stone's involved with it too, so
so it's gonna be a priority. Like, oh, where's my project on my site?
Also, AC, I had some questions about just the art process and working with Luke Stone.
I would love that answer.
Like how involved were you in the process of like would he give you chances to edit throughout the process? Were you very stringent and strict, or were you kind of loose and just gave him a basic idea, let him run with it?
So I got my hands on like an actual comic script that was used to adapt like a big IP, and I looked at that. I looked at some other elements of scripts, and then I added more details than needed, essentially, by myself, right? And I got this really detailed script together, and essentially, like with all my ink that I've gotten my whole life, I kind of just like describe an idea to the artist and let them influence it as such.
I like to do that too. I like to give them as much breathing room as I can.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. So I actually wasn't too picky. I was just like, I'm just stoked to be collaborating with such a cool guy. You know what I mean? And essentially, he kind of spoke.
Thank you, Bad Sauce.
He spoke in a way that made me. I could go back and forth as needed. Basically, I could have sent it back with notes and stuff, but to be honest, most of the pages
redo the whole thing. It's awful,
right?
The whole thing.
There's a couple exceptions. Like I think at first he forgot that the character he overlooked that the protagonist actually does not have a nose. He lost his nose to frostbite. So Hyman used to have a nose, and I remember his first response. That was like one of the first pages. I was like, "Oh, bro, actually, he doesn't have a nose." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll shear that bad boy right off."
he's like Voldemort. He doesn't have a nose.
Oh, it was frozen. It was frozen, sir.
Yeah, man, I just really dig his art style. I don't know how really to describe it, but it's just. I don't know. I definitely prefer this probably over. It
feels cozy. Does that make any sense to anyone at all?
Totally.
It has that like a mix of almost Saturday morning cartoons, but it's also slightly more refined, but also slightly looser at the same time, and like both directions.
Yes.
But it's got.
I agree with that. That's a great tag right there. Art like Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, that damn. Yeah, you kind of
and you
said what I was thinking. You know,
and he can bring it too. I'm like the way like saying it's cozy makes it sound not good, but it really I meant it as a compliment. It like the color palette, the way it's drawn.
I hate being cozy. Terrible, overrated.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I'm not wearing a shirt. Moving on.
Yeah, do you want me to like this one? I just love the color palette.
Your clothes, give them to me.
Give them.
It wasn't my choice, guys. I'm sorry.
Do you want me to play the video though?
I'm down.
We can try it. It's usually pretty scuffed this way.
This is the most current.
Some changes too. Yeah.
This is the most current.
Oh yeah.
Open this fucking pit up.
Fucking rage!
Music insisted. Tivus has seen dragons, feasted upon them.
Jarl Horfist could not say which gods could save them from the storm approaching, only that all roads led back to the winter gods, the mother of life and father of death.
This is our home now.
Hyman bitterly thought.
A wooden casket to die in somewhere over the endless water, and a balloon to send off as a gift to the father.
He shuddered, not from the wind, but from an icy feeling of unease creeping up his spine.
At least I can feed the fish,
he mumbled, spitting over the side.
Then the cycle can continue, and I'll be reborn as a Leviathan.
He looked to his twin sons, Seagull and Pidgeot, consumed by religious debate and every bit the image of their late mother. Hyman sighed.
My boys, though, their time has not yet come.
How's it going, everybody? This is AC Pritchard, thanking you personally for making it this far into the video. I just wanted to say that I look forward to watching this project grow over time and giving you the best product that I can possibly give for being so generous in your possible support. So, thank you for your consideration and have a nice day. Let's see where the road takes us. Cheers. Loot. There you go. It just keeps coming.
Pow. Me, Reiki.
Yes, yes. And I am in the works of making a new video, so it will be even better.
Absolutely.
Less shaky cam.
Yeah, and different music and everything. It'll be
a little shorter, nice. Different vibe overall. Yep. I like the editing on it myself. There are a couple things I would have done differently, but again, like everybody edits differently, so it's always I always like seeing how people are going to approach it myself. It's
mine always come out like a music video or like a lyric video. It's almost like a lyric, like a
I also like the art direction of these orcs. They are still orc-like, but they're not nearly as exaggerated, say, as like World of Warcraft orcs.
Right.
Or even like the orcs in Johnny Douglas's story. They're described like Johnny Douglas orcs are very like the giant, heavy, monstrous freaking orcs that you
he's got World of Warcraft orcs.
This I do. This actually, so like I said, because I viewed Luke Stone's partnership very special, and I was like, let's see what this guy does. And this is what he did, and I was really digging the vibe. And since these are legends of my world, it doesn't have to like line up because it's like a romanticized legend, So like, doesn't matter what they look like as long as they're orcs in this case. Whenever there's like a live action movie or an animated movie, different story. But we'll make the jump to like the more brutish look. They're technically hairier, but there's actually a panel I can share with you even.
Ooh.
There is a panel that exists where the protagonist is standing next to a human because they have a human slave with them, and like even though the human is kind of hunched over and stuff, you can still kind of see the size difference because he's a slave and stuff, but he's still a human, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And like even with large humans, some people don't look large until you see them next to other people. My cousin's father, he was a ex NFL player and not Social Security frick. What do you call it? People who protect the president. What are they called again?
Secret Service.
Secret Service. That's why it was secret. That's why I couldn't remember it. Anyway, he was 6'8" and he was enormous. In pictures, he looked fine, but then you saw him in a crowd and he's just like wider, larger, taller than everybody around him.
Right.
Trigger warning, everybody. Showing slaves on right before Juneteenth.
Oh boy, whatever.
So, the Pritchard supports slavery, I guess. I don't know.
It's okay. He's white, so it doesn't count. That's not slavery. That's just justice, right? That's just justice.
It's all right, Letty. He's Irish.
Balanced.
The green eyes.
Oh, he is Irish. Shit, I was joking.
Yes, the green eyes.
Oh yeah, and he's obviously quite a bit smaller. Yeah,
and you can kind of see by what I'm doing here, like the level of detail. Like oh, it's like, oh, okay, that's a panel, but then you zoom in and then you just realize how much more there is. You're like, oh, okay.
That's what I was saying by his style looks like a 90s cartoon, but if you get in real close, some of the brush strokes or the inking is a little bit loose, but then some of the detail in some of the areas is more than you would get in that.
Right.
Honestly, I would definitely roll with that for like marketing. They'll lean into it with the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Except
it does have that vibe.
It's not really a Saturday morning cartoon kind of story.
Ooh, no.
I mean, that is one thing to bring up.
Saturday morning cartoon art with
all
Saturday
ages
morning cartoon story.
They all died, every single one of them, in savage ways.
It's all ages, but that's only because there's no like parental guidance or like PG-13. I would say, get this, read it with your kids, but like look through it first.
Yeah,
Luke Stone is gonna
some of the stories.
Luke Stone will mellow it out a little bit, just because by nature of Luke Stone. If I asked him to, he would get brutal. I know, but I'm what I described earlier. I'm like, I want to see what he does, and I don't really dwell too long on like some of the more brutal parts in the story, but I mean, thankfully.
It's there, and
it's not all the story is though. Like a lot of it is like, look at this new world. I almost envision it like Jurassic Park. Where they're flying to the island and everything. It's all crazy. You see new stuff all around you.
You just watched a clip from the Iron Seas podcast. Make sure to like this, subscribe. It helps us out a little bit, and please catch the show live at 9:30 Eastern every Tuesday.